So we're going to get right into this, girl, and we're going to need, these are all of the items you're going to need. If you don't have a juicer, it is more work, but the end result is worth it. I'll start that thing off with some kale. Get right into those lemons. You know, you always had that one person that asks, can you start off my orange? I realized that just by cutting the ends and, you know, begin to peel it from there, it helps me a ton. So I have to ask somebody to start it off for me. Those are all cut. We're going to take out those seeds because if you know, I've been trying to grow myself my own lemon tree. So every lemon I get, I am harvesting these seeds because one of them got to bloom. Okay. Gonna move on to the apples. We want everything not skinny. Well, fine. Well, small. But we do want it cut down enough so when it goes into the blender just has to, you know, to put it to mush even more. Since we don't have a juicer, we are getting out all of the seeds and the things we would normally eat and going from there. These are the cucumbers. I don't like the ends, so I'm gonna end up throwing those away. But I do about a cup to a bowl full of each fruit and or vegetable. This what I've noticed personally that lasts me. We're gonna story time this thing. Stick around to hear how I had a drunk bike driver and how it went. It was tragic. It's a story. It's a story. This is my first papaya I've ever cut. I usually get frozen papaya, but I wanted to do like the papaya seed detox. And you will see me getting those seeds up out of there. It did look like it was easy to cut more than I thought it would, but it looks gross and it smelled like mucus. I never knew that's what papaya smelled like, but it tasted amazing. I'm not talking about the seeds when I say that either. The seeds were gross. Your girl hasn't gotten off the toilet since. But the papaya itself was decent. Okay, story time. I want to tell you about the time I hit a drunk biker. When I say I was freaking out, I was freaking out. Because first off, I'm in a neighborhood I shouldn't even be in. Because why are you over here? Why did you feel like today, ma'am, you wanted to get drunk and drive in the street? And it was a thing. It was a thing. So let's get into it. So I'm mad at my business. Barely, because I wasn't supposed to be over there. But I'm mad at my business, you know, stopping at the red light. I could have ran it. Because nobody was around. I don't know how she magically popped up. But you know, the drunk people, they go where they want to go and they get where they want to get. So the light turns green, and next thing I know, it's a girl on my hood. I kid you not. It's a girl on my hood. Oh my God. Where did she just come from? I am sober. I am alert. Because one, I'm not supposed to be where I am, first off. Second off, this isn't my car. So I'm looking at every single thing. This light was red and no one was to be around. Soon as it turns green, this girl pops out of nowhere and ends up on my hood. So I get out to see, like, are you okay? Please don't be dead, first off, because I was about to really, like, push it and you just came. So, like, I was at least going at least 15, about to go 45. So when I hit her, I had to at least be at 15 miles per hour. The girl is slurring, head bleeding, everything. Now we got eyes on us. Imagine I'm not supposed to be over here.
3 hours later.
Now that we got attention on us, my first thought is, oh my God, What if she try to put it like I tried to hit her and I'm go to jail because one, I know damn well I don't got insurance. Two, like I'm not supposed to be over here. It's giving no blacks allowed type situation, and I just hit this girl on the bike. She's clearly drunk, but the fact that my me as a person not supposed to be, I felt like that's the energy it was giving. I'm not supposed to be over there. That's my first thought, and I am just twiddling my thumbs. I'm like, oh my god, what am I about to do? So another biker that seen the whole thing came over. Wasn't sure the vibe she was giving, but she was nice and she was trying to help me calm down as well as help the girl because her head is bleeding and I am freaking out because vehicular homicide is a thing that I was not trying to get charged with because she was drunk and she magically came on top of my hood. On my hood though, like nobody else hood but my hood. So we called the police. We're waiting on the emblems. The emblems get there and they ask her like, "Can I see your ID?" They ask them for my information. I'm like, for what? You're the emblems. Handle the blood. So the girl that watched everything jumped in and was like, "Yeah, I know her. We're not going to press any charges since it was her fault." And when I say the only thing coming over me was relief, like, oh my God, thank God it is some good people out here because they could have just flipped this whole story and painted me as the bad guy. And I just think all of the things above that accountability was present during this time. So I'm bet. So you don't need my information, sir. Go handle her. And then like you have to go to the hospital. One, we see that you're intoxicated, and two, like your head's bleeding. Like you have to go to the hospital, or we need to call the police so they can force you to the hospital. If you don't want police involved, ladies, something got to give. This girl was not trying to go with the ambulance and she was not trying to go with the police. And I just was trying to see, like, can I get up out of here? I don't know if that was like bad humanism on me, but I was trying to go. Okay, so boom, the sober one telling the ambulance people that we're not gonna press charges. Like, okay, she can go. The one time the girl who head's bleeding speak was like, her first word was no, and I'm just looking around. Everybody looking at me. I'm looking at the ambulance people. The ambulance people looking at me. The girl looking at her. We looking at like, what you mean? No, I can't go. What's going on? With the small bowl. I soon realized I needed a bigger bowl so I can do bigger batches. Cause the wrist work on this one was not giving. It was very much hurting. I switched spoons and also bowls, but the concept is the same. So I can't leave until we get a clear understanding of, are there charges that are going to be pressed on me? And it has to come from the girl who's one, intoxicated, and two, head is leaking. When I say leaking, we put a towel, a shirt over her head that I had in my trunk, and the ambulance people are getting out bandages to try to help her. She don't even want them to touch her. That's how bad she did not want to go to the hospital. She just want to go home. And it's too much blood to just want to go home. Like, the more we're standing around looking at each other, the more you could be hemorrhaging. I watched too much Grey's Anatomy. Shout out to Grey's. You could be hemorrhaging or you can be throwing a clot of some sort because your head is really very much leaking. She hit her head twice. One time on my hood of my car, and then the second time was on the concrete. So it could very much be some damage of some sort, but I haven't been contacted for any reason after this accident. So I'm going to assume good on her. I'm going to wish good on her. She's doing well. She's living her best life. She's learned her lesson not to drink and ride a bike in the street willy-nilly in the middle of the day, especially when there's traffic. That's what I'm wishing upon that young lady. So this Ambulance guy is still trying to get my information, which is very much confusing me. So I am just scooting my way to my car, nice and lovely, flossly, just okay. Thank you all for helping her. I'm gonna go now. He's like, wait, I still need your information, and I'm like, I don't have any. See you later. I talked to the girl that's with her, and I'm like, hey, here's my number, here's my name. If something comes up, which I feel like now I shouldn't have done because I am not liable at all. I was just minding my own black business. I was just minding my own business. But I really hope that she's okay at the end of it all. But that's my little rant story. I hope you all enjoyed it. We're just about done with the last two, little juice situation. This mixture was disgusting. Yeah, I had to drink this one on my nose, on my hands pinched over my nose. Don't copy this one. The lemon and the beets are a no-no. The beets are already tart. The lemon just did not help the situation. If I can do it over, I will switch out the lemon for celery or something that's not as powerful on the treat as lemon. This mixture was bomb. The papaya, cucumbers. Oh, I should have switched out the lemons with the cucumbers. Well, it was bomb. It was bomb. And here come my final results. I really do hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed making and creating it. And I will see you lovely people very soon.